Devin Pike here at South by Southwest. The film portion, it hasn't wound down yet. That's the interesting thing about it. All the music people have invaded, but there's still a lot of great films to see. One of those, Clay Liford's Earthling. Clay, what's going on, man?
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, we've had 2 screenings thus far. We have one more tomorrow night and Thursday. So it's like they put us in the big theater for our last one. So we're trying to fill that guy out.
Well, it's a good thing they did, because the last screening, you were just saying off camera, they had to turn away 150 people who wanted to get into the second screening.
Yep.
So just phenomenal response to the film, both at Sundance and here at South by Southwest. Tell everybody who didn't make it into the screener, didn't make it to Austin, what the film's about.
The film is what we like to call a lo-fi sci-fi film. Yes, we have a sci-fi film at a film festival. It's about a group of people on Earth who are affected by a strange atmospheric pulse that happens after an accident on the International Space Station. And this causes them to, in a sense, reboot and realize that their whole lives up to that point may have been a lie, may have been a sham, and they were like almost like a sleeper agent, and they may be something else. And then, armed with this knowledge, they get together and decide what to do. That they may not be human. And no, they're not Cylons, just for the record. They're not Cylons.
Ron Moore would have an issue with that, and then probably Glenn Larson would be right behind him. Tell me about the process that you made to put this film together. I mean, how long of it from I've got an idea for a script and then getting it into the production?
Well, it's kind of funny because we were actually gearing up for another sci-fi film that had essentially twice the budget, and half the money was private investors and half the money was coming from this one oil and gas concern. And then they got investigated by the SEC, and they're like, "You probably don't want us involved in this production." So in a panic, and I'd actually been writing this other smaller film that was actually a more personal film at the time, but just for some time down the road. And we're about to give the remaining money that we had in the bank back to the producer, to the investors, and I had this idea. I'm like, this film is so much smaller, and it has a lot of the same cast. I think we could actually do this. Why don't you send a letter to the investors and say, hey, you can either have your money back, or your shares will double in value. You can be in this one. And almost to a man, they're all like, let's do it. And so thank you to my great investors who just saw the significance behind what we were trying to do, and that's how it kind of came to be. It was something I had been writing about the summer prior, like half a year prior to when we decided to do it, and it got fast-tracked. The way sometimes these things happen. It's like when the other thing fell apart, it kind of gave birth Phoenix style to this project, and the script was pretty much there, but yeah, I had to get in there and do a lot of kind of heavy lifting to get it ready pretty dang fast after that.
So the big question at South by Southwest, which doesn't seem to be answered as much as in Sundance, where Sundance it's this film got picked up and this film is still looking for distribution, Where are we at on distribution? Where can we see Earthling?
We are doing a bunch more festivals. Our next stop is the Dallas International Film Festival. We're following it up with Santa Cruz Film Festival, London International Science Fiction Festival, a few others after that as well, more to be announced. We are hoping, we are still dateless to the prom, so to speak, as far as distribution is concerned. So we are actively soliciting. So if you happen to work for a company that likes intelligent science fiction films starring really awesome people such as Peter Green and William Katz, look no further. Here we are.
What have you seen at the festival that's blown your skirt up?
It's really horrible is that, when you have a film and you do a bunch of interviews, you have hardly any time at all to go to movies. And most of the films I've seen so far are films I hate to say I've already seen, because they're friends' films who a lot of them have the same cast as ours. Lovers of Hate, which also stars Chris Dubeck. Chris Dubeck's one of the stars of Earthling. Audrey the Trainwreck, a great movie, which also stars Rebecca Spence, who's a star of Earthling. In fact, Audrey the Trainwreck is the film I actually learned about Rebecca on, and actually cast her based on. So it's kind of fun that we're both at the same festival together, because that's where my initiation to Rebecca was based on Audrey the Trainwreck. And we also have all the same producers. Adam Donaghy, one of the producers of Lovers of Hate, one of the producers of Audrey, and one of the producers of Earthling. Yeah, he's got his little triumvirate of film series. He's got a lot of pies, a lot of fingers, a lot of pies.
It's got to be really good to next month take Earthling back to your hometown, to the Dallas International Film Festival as well.
It's good to have home field advantage. No, it's good. It's fun to come home. It's fun to come home. Yeah, it's gonna be a great screening. We're gonna do it upright. We're gonna have some parties. If you're in Dallas, You should definitely come check it out. I think we're playing the Angelica. One of our screens will be at the amazing Angelica, which is one of my favorite places to screen. We're gonna have a lot of fun. The pressure's off now. The premiere's out of the way.
You're able to breathe with it.
I can breathe a little bit now. You may even see a slightly different version with a bigger score. We're finishing. I get to do a little bit more work on the soundtrack, have some more fun with it. So even if you saw it here at South by Southwest, you should check it out again in Dallas. You may see some little bonus features.
See, George Lucas isn't the only person who tinkers with his films after people watch them and get to know them. Clay Liford, thank you very much.
Thanks so much. I really appreciate it.
Have a great time here in Austin while you're back.
Awesome. Thank you.
You bet.